Hello guys and welcome to Python programming tutorials by Amul's Academy. In the previous two tutorials we discussed about how we can sort the numbers using Quicksort algorithm. Today in this tutorial we are discussing about the Quicksort algorithm as well as we'll write the program. So first algorithm, and to understand this tutorial you need to watch the previous two tutorials, okay? So the first step is select the pivot element. So it can be first element or last element, or you can choose randomly, but select the pivot element. Second step is find out the correct position of the pivot element in the list by rearranging it. So we'll compare other values with the pivot element and we'll find out its original place, right? This is about that step. Next step is divide the list based on the pivot element. Once we found out the original place of the pivot element, then we'll divide the list, right? Left sublist and right sublist. Okay, so we need to divide the list. And next step is sort the sublist recursively. We'll use the same step to sort the sublist. That is, in that we'll take the pivot element and we'll find out its correct position. Okay, we'll do it recursively. Okay, so these are the steps. So next we'll write the program. Okay, actually we'll use three functions, okay, in this program. See, the first function and second function, these are the user defined function. Next we'll use the main function, okay, to take the input as well as to print the input output. Okay, so here in the first function, this function is to find out the correct position of the pivot element. Okay, so in this function we'll find out the pivot element correct position, and in the second function we will divide the list based on this pivot element. Okay, and we'll sort this sublist recursively. Okay, here we can see the recursive call in this second function. Okay, so we need to define two functions in this program. So first we'll define the first function, that is the function to get the correct position of the pivot element. Okay, so we need to define a function. So for that I'll use def keyword, next followed by the function name. So here you can give any function name, but using the proper function name will help to understand the program. Okay, if any other user will refer your function, then he'll get to know what that function actually will do. Okay, so here this function is to find out the original position of the pivot element. Okay, so I'll take pivot place as the function name. You can take any name, okay, if you want. Here I'll include the comment also, like, okay, so this function is to get the correct position of the pivot element. See, the original place of the pivot element. Okay, so next here inside this function I need three parameters here. Okay, so first one is the list, the entire list, whatever the input, because to get the pivot element first I need list, right? Next I need two more parameters, that is first and last. I'll take name as first and last. These are the index. Okay, so from where to where. So this first and last parameter will tell the length of the list, whether we are applying this function on the full list, okay, or on the sub list. That will be get to know from these two parameters. It will tell the length of the list. Okay, so the first will be the starting index and last will be the last index of the list. Okay, next, so what is the first step? We need to take the pivot element, right? Select the pivot element. So first in this program I'll take the first element as the pivot element. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take a variable called pivot, and here I'll take list1, that is the list name, and here I'll take first, list1 of first. Why? Because it is the index of the first value. Okay, and here list name is list1, so I took list1 of first. That means the first element is pivot now. Alright, so next I need to take left and right value, two more index to compare the values, right? here in the example, here we can see I took the first element as the pivot. Now I want left and right. Here in this example, 0 is first and 5 is last value. Okay, so I took this list name is list 1. So list 1 of first means we'll get 56. Okay, so now I want left value I want 1, right value 5. Okay, so what I'll do is I'll take left as first plus 1. Okay, and here I'll take right as last. Correct, right? Here we can see this is last and this is first plus 1. Okay, 0 is first here, so we want left as 1, so that is nothing but first plus 1. So next I have left now, right now and pivot. So now what I need to do, I need to check this condition, right? I need to check each and every value with the pivot value. I need to compare that. Okay, so first condition is this, right? Left should be less than or equal to right. If it is true, then I'll go for the next condition, that is A of left is less than or equal to right. Here list name is list 1, so list 1 of left is less than or equal to pivot. So here first I'll check 26 is less than or equal to 56. If it is true, then I need to move to the next value. I need to check next value is less than or equal to pivot. Okay, so here we are checking the same condition for different value. So we'll check whatever the value present in the left index is less than or equal to pivot again and again until the condition becomes false, right? So for that, in the program we'll use loops. We want to use the same condition again and again for different values. Okay, so here I have condition, these are the conditions, so I'll take while loop. Okay, here, so I'll take while. First one is left should be always less than or equal to right. Okay, I need to check this condition every time. Next condition is and means logical and. Okay, so I'll check list 1 of left, okay, should be less than or equal to pivot value. Okay, so this is the condition, right? First condition. Okay, so I need both of these condition need to be true. Okay, that's why I took and here. If any one of this condition is true, then I don't want to execute its body. So if it is true, then I need to increment left by 1. So here we can see first I'll check 26 is less than or equal to 56, right? So before checking this condition, I'll check whether left is less than or equal to right. Okay, it is true, 1 is less than or equal to 5. So that is true. That's why I'll check this condition whether 26 is less than or equal to 56. If it is true, then I need to move to the next value, right? So left will point here. So I need to increment left. So here I did that. Okay, if this condition become true, then I'll increment the left by 1. Okay, if any one of this condition become false, I need to come out of this loop. Okay, so when this condition become false, I'll go to the right side and I'll check the values, right? Here, so first I'll check 26 is less than or equal to 56. It is true, so I'll check 93 is less than or equal to 56. No, it is not, right? If it is become false, I'll stop here and I'll go to the right side and I'll check the value. Now 44 is greater than or equal to 56, this condition. So I need to take the while loop for that now. So while, here also left should be less than or equal to right. Okay, first I'll check this condition and if it is true, then list 1 of right, the whatever the value present in the right index should be greater than or equal to pivot. So we are writing the program for ascending order. Okay, so for this condition, now I'll do is right is equal to right minus 1. Here this condition becomes true. Okay, when if the value present in the right side is greater than pivot, then I'll move to the next value. Okay, so that means I'll move this way, right? That's why I took right is equal to right minus 1. Here one index will become less, that's why. So if this condition become false, then I'll stop there only. Okay, so next, here this while loops become false in two conditions. Okay, when this condition become false here in this loop, this condition, okay, at that time this loop can be become false, or when this become false. Okay, in any cases this two loop can become false and control come out of this loop, right? So now I need to write the condition for that. So I'll take if condition and check when right value become less than left, what will happen. So I told you in every condition here left should be less than or equal to right. Here also left should be less than or equal to right. What if right becomes smaller than left? Left become greater than right. What will happen? Okay. So if you remember in the previous tutorial I told if this happen then we need to stop everything, and now we got the correct position of the pivot element. We need to swap now. So what we need to do? We need to swap pivot and the value present in the right index. Why right index? Because if we take the pivot as the first element, then we need to swap right index value. If we take last element as the pivot, then we need to swap left index value. I explained you about this in the previous tutorial, right? So now we need to do this. So we need to swap pivot and the value present in the right index. Okay. So to swap we can use many methods. Okay. So here I'll write in a single line. So here I'll write list1 of first, comma list1 of right is equal to list1 of right first. So here list1 of first is nothing but pivot. Here we can see, right? And list1 of right is the value present in the right index. So now if you ask why I am writing list1 of first instead of writing pivot, here we want to swap the numbers in the list. Okay, if I write pivot here it won't do the changes. I want to change the value present in this first index and right index. Okay, I want to change the values in the list itself. That's why here I am writing list1 of first. If you write pivot here instead of list1 of first, you won't get the proper output. Okay, so for now, so if I took if, then I'll take else also. So here, okay, first I'll check this condition, left is less than or equal to right and list1 of left is less than or equal to pivot. If both this condition is true, I need to increment left and I need to check the next value with the pivot. And if this condition become false, if any one of this condition become false, I'll go here and I'll check this condition. Okay, if both this condition become false, if the control come out of this while loop, then we'll execute this if condition. So I'll check, so why control came out of this while loop, whether because of this condition fails or this condition fails. Okay, so here I check that. Okay, then what happens if this condition become false in this and this condition become false in this while loop? That is the case. Okay, so this is the left first initially. Okay, I'll check 26 is less than or equal to 56. Yes, it is true. So now I'll point towards this value. So I'll check whether 93 is less than or equal to 56. No, right? So I'll stop here. I'll go to the right side and I'll check whether the value present in the right index is greater than or equal to 56. No, it is not. So I'll stop here. Okay, so in this condition we stopped both the while loop. Okay, in the program the first while loop stops because here, and next while loop fails because here this condition become false. In the program this condition became false first and here this condition become false. Okay, so I'll come out of this two while loop and I'll check this condition whether right is less than left. So here check, right value is 5 and left value is 2. No, this condition is also false, right? Here right is 5, it is greater than left. Okay, so this condition satisfies, so control won't go here, it will go to the else part. Then what we need to do, we want to swap the value present in the left index and right index, right? So here I need to do that. Okay, here in the else part I need to swap the value present in the left index and right index. If you are not comfortable with this way, you can go for that 3 variable method. You can take a temp variable and you can swap. Okay, here, okay, we swap this 93 and 44, okay, in the program. So now what I need to do, again I need to start from the beginning, right? I need to check the value present in the left index. I need to do this same thing again. Okay, again I'll do. Okay, so I want to execute this part of code again and again, so I need to place this in a loop. Okay, so that is because here we can see, once if I, so here 44 will come here, right? So 93 will go here. Okay, now what I'll do, again I'll check the value, right? So I'll check first this condition, whether left is less than or equal to right. Next I'll check value present in the left is less than or equal to right. Again I'll do the same thing. Okay, so if I want to do that again and again until this condition become false, right? So I need to do this again and again. So what I'll do is I'll place this piece of code in a while loop. Okay, so first I'll do is I'll cut this, and here I'll take a while loop. So I'll take while true, this has the condition. So place that in the indent it correctly. Okay, so now I took a while loop and I placed this code in the while loop. Okay, now I need a condition within this while loop body to come out of this loop, right? So now it is infinite loop. It will continuously execute because while true means it is always true. So now I need some condition to come out of this loop. Okay, so I want to make it finite. So what I'll do is, here, if this condition become true, when right becomes smaller than left, then I need to stop everything, right? So here I need to check this condition again and again till this condition become false. So what I'll do is, if this condition become true, I'll cut this and here I'll write break. So that means come out of the loop. Okay, next here outside the loop I'll execute that code. So what I did now, so if this condition become true, then I'll come out of this loop and I'll swap the value present in the first index and right. That's nothing but pivot and the value present in the right index. So in this example, so I'll check whether 44 is less than or equal to 56, true. So I'll go to the 17. So 17 is less than or equal to 56, true. So I'll again go to 31. 31 is less than or equal to 56, true. Again I'll go to 93. I'll check whether 93 is less than or equal to 56. No, right? So this condition become false. So I'll stop here only. So I'll go to the right side now. So right is here. So it will check whether 93 is greater than 56, true. So it will go to the next value. Left is greater than right. Right value is 4, left value is 5. So this condition become false. Okay, if this condition is become false, so I need to stop everything. Now I need to swap the value present in the first index or pivot value and the value whatever the present in the right index, right? So that's what we did here. Okay, so when this condition become true, I'll stop everything. That's why here I wrote break. It will come out of the loop, and here I'll swap the value present in the first index, that is pivot, and the value present in the right index. Okay, and next I want to return some value from this function. Okay, we came to the end of this function. So here I'll return right index, the index where the pivot element is present now. Okay, here I need to swap 56 and 31. So this is the right index, right? After swapping, 56 will come here, 56 will present in the right index. So we got the correct index of the pivot element. So we get to know where actually pivot element should be present. Okay, so that's why I return right here. Okay, so done with this one function. So now I need to write the second function. So next function is to divide the list, and for the recursive call, here I'll take define. Here I'll take the function name as quicksort itself. Okay, if you want you can change. Here also I want first, last. Okay, parameters are same. Here first thing what I'll do is I'll call this pivot place function, this function. So to divide the list, I want the index of the pivot element. Okay, it will return that. That's why I'll call that function now here. So I'll take one variable called p. It will hold the return result, and here I'll call pivot list 1 first, last. Okay, this is the function call to this function. So this will return the index, okay, where the pivot element is present. That will be stored in this variable. Next what I'll do is I'll divide the list. Okay, how? I'll recursively solve that list. So here I'll take list 1. Here you can take the index as 0 or you can go for first, and here I'll take p minus 1. Okay, next p plus 1 to last. Okay, if you ask how I divided this like this, so I'll explain you. So here I need to swap 31 and 56, right? So 31 will come here, 56 here. This is the right. That's why I return the index of 56. Now what I need to do is, so now I got the actual index of the pivot element. Okay, that is this 4. Fourth index pivot element is present, and it is the correct position of this pivot element. Now I need to divide this, right? So how I'll divide it? So 31, 26, 44 and 17, and here the second sublist is only one element, 93. Okay, so here 0, 1, 2, 3, 56, and here from 5. Okay, so here this is the one sublist. Here we can see the starting index, that is 0, and the ending index, that is 3. That is nothing but 4 minus 1. What is 4? 4 is the index of pivot element, that is called p in our program. So here I took p minus 1, 0 to p minus 1, or first to p minus 1. Here what is 5? 5 is p plus 1, so p plus 1. That's why in this program first I took list 1 first and p minus 1. This is one sublist, that is left sublist. Next here list 1 p plus 1 last, the next sublist, right sublist. Okay, so it will do the work recursively. And next here this function is the recursive function, right? Here we can see the function call inside this function body also. So whenever we write the recursive function, we'll write two cases, right? That is base case and recursive case. Base case will be the stopping condition, and recursive case contains the recursive call. So here we can see the recursive case, that is we can see the recursive call, but where is the base case? Here what is the stopping condition for this quicksort? When we get a list with the single element, right? In the previous example also I explained about this. When we'll get the single element in a list, we'll stop that. So here that is the condition, that is the base case. Here we can take like this. Okay, so the condition is when first index is equal to last index, that is if it contains single element, then the first is also this, last is also this, right? First index is the starting index and last index is the last index of the list. So if both are same, then we need to stop. Okay, no need to do anything, we need to stop. If first is smaller than last, then we need to do this recursive case. Okay, here because in the base case we don't need to do anything, that is when first is equal to last, here we don't want to do anything. That's why here I take the condition like this. Here I'll take if condition and here I'll check. Okay, if first is less than last, then only execute this code. That is partition the list and solve that sublist recursively. Okay, when a list contains single element, then no need to execute anything, stop everything. Okay, so here base case is when first is equal to last, or when first becomes equal to last. Okay, that time no need to do anything. That's why I didn't write the condition here. Okay, so this is the recursive case. And also this function is not returning any value to the main function where we'll call this function, because in this program we are not getting any new list. Okay, we are sorting the original list itself. Okay, that's why we are not returning any list or value to the main function. Next I need to take main. Here you need to take the input. You can take the user input or you can directly take the input just like this. Okay, so I'll enter few elements. Next what I'll do is I'll call the quicksort function. Okay, so this function, and here I'll pass the list one, and I need to mention the first and last index. Okay, so first index will be 0 always, and the last index will be length of list 1 minus 1. Here in this case, here we can see 0 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, I want to write 5 here. So what is 5? It is length of list 1 minus 1, right? So if I take length of list 1, I'll get 6 because the index will start from 0. So here I want 5, so I'll write n minus 1. Okay, so next print list 1. So here this function is not returning anything because here, so we are modifying the original list itself. So now if I save this and run this, 17, 26, 31, 44, 56, 93, these are all numbers are in the ascending order. So if you want descending order, then just change the symbol here. Okay, here go for greater than or equal to, here less than or equal to. 83, 56, 44, 31, 26, 17. All the numbers are in descending order now. And remaining everything I'll explain in the next tutorial. So that's it for now guys. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I will meet you in next class. Till then, take care.